So, y'all, it's early in the morning. Cold as a bitch. I'm on my way out. I told y'all I had to go out to Concord. I'm doing that now. And I wanted to come in here and talk about something I was thinking about after I did my live stream last night. Shout out to everybody who caught that live stream. If you missed that live stream, just go over to my Team Rob Live channel, and we got it in live a little while last night. And you know, I really stayed up too fucking late fucking with y'all on that live last night too. Between y'all and this show I've been watching on Netflix called You, I stayed up too goddamn long fucking around. And the motherfucker on that show is a crazy white motherfucker. Something's wrong with him. Some of y'all probably done seen the show. My daughter was talking to me about the show. Actually, my oldest daughter, she was talking to me about how crazy the show is. And I sit here and I done watched this shit in like 2 days. I mean, I may be out here on the road and shit. That motherfucker on that show is crazy as hell. But because he's a white man, like, because he's a white man, he just gets to run around here going ham. And nobody really suspects too much of anything. And then the way it ended surprised the fuck out of me. I must say, I didn't expect it to end, season 2 to end the way it did. So that's just, you know, I ain't trying to go in about do the whole fucking show review or nothing like that, but it just, at the end of the day, bottom line is white motherfuckers is crazy, but they crazy looks just like the power structure. They all got the same face. So they get to get away with a lot of wild ass shit. I'll just say that. And it's interesting. But after I did the show last night about how voting affects our psyche, I thought about how this government give us these crumbs. And I kind of mentioned that in the live stream, but I didn't really go into details as to how this government does that. And they will act like we've achieved some great act of a non-racist government just blessed us with this, you know, equal opportunities, equal rights, and all this shit because they've been starving black folk. And what they'll do is they'll give you shit that you should have had 200 years ago. They'll give you certain rights, little bitty ass laws really that aren't applicable to specifically you, but to you that's still good enough. This is how low our self-esteem is at this point. Everybody else can get something very specific. Everybody else can be called out and addressed specifically, like homosexuals, immigrants. They can get addressed specifically. But for us, we're okay with rights for civil, being lumped into these minority, you know, legislations and things like that, people of color. We're comfortable with that because our self-esteem is that low. We don't have the pride necessary to put our motherfucking feet down. Really. We don't have the pride necessary to put our feet down because all these things are acceptable to us because we've been starving for so long, anything is good. So this government will come through here, do something it should have done, you know, 200 years ago, and we'll act like we're making progress. We've confused this process. We confused what this is. Now I understand the psychological game that they play, because if I'm in their shoes, and I told y'all, sometimes you have to put yourself in white supremacy shoes to understand. If I'm them, I treat y'all the same fucking way. If I'm them, I come in and give you things like rights to vote that you should have had the whole fucking time. When they call themselves, quote unquote, freeing you, you should have had those rights. They should have never enslaved your motherfucking ass. First of all, we could start there. But just for example, to give you voting rights in 65, but so-called free you in the late 1800s is problematic. But that's what they can do. They give you stuff, you know, century later and act like, oh, okay, look at what we did. Because the white man and his mama are masters at creating issues, creating problems, creating epidemics, and then coming out here acting like they're saving the world or saving somebody by them doing something about their own behavior, how they've treated people. I saw a white man the other day talking about deforestation. And the problem I have when you hear people talk about this shit, if them motherfuckers do not single out who is responsible, even as they call themselves caring about the environment, the white motherfuckers stay on code. They'll act like they don't know who doing it, but somebody doing it, and it needs to stop. It's like, motherfucker, you know who doing it. You know exactly who's doing it. Say their name, say their name. Shout out to Destiny Child, goddammit. Say their motherfucking name. The white man and his mama and them. You know who doing it. You know who's fucking the forest up, but you want to act like it's us too. No, it ain't. It's them. It's y'all. It's your people. And you don't say their motherfucking name. That's why I don't fuck with these environmental or these so-called climate change groups. I don't fuck with none of these motherfuckers because they ain't nothing but racist. Racist, trying to distract the black people from what's really important out here. That's all they are. But white people have the ability to do this. Now they look humane. Hugging trees and shit. Now they look all humane. So what they've been able to do with black people is keep our self-esteem so low. Keep our pride so low that black people will take any piece, any mention. We get hype off politicians mentioning us. Like, how low is that? They could just say something about us and we hype. Oh, yeah, that's a good motherfucker right there. Yeah, I'm seeing it happen with Bernie. Like, what the fuck? This man been in politics most of his entire life. He's about dead already. He has done nothing in Vermont that means shit for black people. Nothing. Not one goddamn thing. But our self-esteem is so low. If it even sound like somebody talking about us, we get hyped. We like that motherfucker that's obsessed with falling in love. You've seen depictions of him. Hell, if you watch the show You, as I was just talking about, I didn't even think about that. That motherfucker's obsessed with falling in love. So even the words that start with L's, niggas will just get hyped. Like, anything will get a motherfucker hyped. Like, wait, did you say you love me? I love you too. I've been wanting to tell you the whole time. Like, motherfucker, ain't nobody said nothing about no goddamn love. Ain't nobody said shit about love. I said laundry. It was just a word that starts with an L. That's how low black people's self-esteem is. We just ready to fall. Oh my Lord, oh yes. That's the white motherfucker that's gonna liberate me. He almost mentioned me by name. You know, it reminds you of one of them little... It reminds you of one of them motherfucking obsessed ass motherfuckers on TV, on these shows. They in real life too. Don't get it fucked up. It's not just TV. These motherfuckers is crazy for real. Old stalker ass motherfuckers. Like, motherfucker, no. Ain't nobody said nothing about no damn love. Any word that start with L, they obsessed with. Oh, they mentioning me. That's how black people feel about white folk, but that's what we've been created to be. And we can snap out of it at any point. We're just choosing to not snap out of it, though. We're choosing to instead be mad at me for mentioning it. Be mad at me for bringing it up. Be mad at me for seeing your dysfunctional ass mentality, saying there's something wrong with it, telling you that something is wrong with it, understanding that these motherfuckers that aren't even mentioning you by your fucking name, they aren't saying anything about you specifically, you still getting hyped. Joe Biden? crime bill? Our people are filling the prisons? He was a vice president. He didn't do nothing for no black people while he was vice president. Nothing. He was vice president. I want to say it was for 8 years, the whole time Obama was in there. He didn't do nothing, say nothing. He wasn't no riding for no black folk. He wasn't doing shit. He's been in politics a long time, just like Bernie. How are y'all voting for these people? How do y'all put y'all confidence in these people? I don't understand. Black people's self-esteem is that low. Y'all have allowed the white man and his mama to come out here and play the game with you. That I'll give you what I should have gave you from the beginning. Or even a microcosm of what I should have gave you from the beginning, and you will be hyped. You will view it as progress. That's fucking genius. That's genius. You hold a motherfucker captive, beat their ass, starve them, don't give them shit to drink, come give them half a cup of water and a piece of bread. They will be grateful to you. This is basic captive or somebody who would have somebody captive psychology. And we get hype every year. Excited about the fact that we are going to vote. We are going to flood the polls. We're going to do our civic duty. We're going to do what our ancestors, quote unquote, died for. We'll be doing it again. And the white man and his mama will be sitting in the back, smiling and grinning and rubbing their hands together like Birdman, as usual. Because they know what they can do. They understand the low self-esteem that we have. They understand the position that we're in. They understand that we continue to do what's necessary to defeat them, to topple them. We don't want to do that part. So as long as we have to go into the polls, they know that we still believe. Therefore, have no reason to worry. They feel safe. As long as we praising the Lord and running down to the polls, these motherfuckers will stay winning. That's just what I believe. You can be mad at me if you want to. They have no reason to be threatened by anything that's going on with us because we're not unified. But y'all comment if you feel need to comment. If you disagree, that's fine. Keep it respectful in the comments section. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Links to follow me on social media in the description box. If you think you're following me on social media, you may not be. Instagram just freshly deleted. My Team Rob 2 channel. I have a new channel. That link will be in the description box. They keep trying to delete my motherfucking pages. Or not trying to, they're actually being successful at deleting my pages. And I'm having to make new ones. So, just follow me on my new page if you feel inclined to do so. Shout out Team Rob, y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.